And we are live.
It's your boy Mo Brown.
It's your boy Van Deezy.
And we are the Upstate New York Knicks fans. Welcome to the Upstate New York Knicks podcast, where we give you the New York Knicks take north of Westchester. We are located and recording live from the 315. Syracuse, New York. Loving it up here. We were both born in Brooklyn, New York. However, now we are up here living life, loving life up in Q's. You could take us out the city, though, but the garden is in my heart forever.
And never and ever.
Awesome. Yes. Take the time to shout out. This podcast is produced by Smooth Family Entertainment.
That's us.
Check us out on Twitter, Smooth Family ENT. Also, be sure to follow the pod, Upstate_Knicks. And then both of us at Mobreezy213, at Frostmon Guru.
That's me.
This was a challenging week.
This was a non-Jalen Brunson week.
But we made it. We made it. This was one of those weeks I felt like would never end.
It was
painful.
It was pain. I can't say it's nothing else but pain. It was pain.
This was a
lot of it
week.
It felt avoidable.
Yes. It was a humbling week.
A very humbling week. It brought us back to earth, I'll say.
Yes.
It reminded us that with Jalen Brunson, we could beat anybody.
Yes.
Without Jalen Brunson,
we are a playing team. We are a playing team without Jalen Brunson.
And that's what we looked like last year. So, same team.
It adds up. I wasn't even that upset like when I thought about it logically, because we were not a playing team last year. But now we are. Our players who are on the team have gotten better enough that now we're a playing team. But when you add Jalen Brunson, we are a legit contender for something real. But without him, we are some mid.
Yes.
And
we showed mid this week.
We showed it out.
I'll give us credit. We haven't showed mid in about 4.5 weeks.
Yes.
So as unthrilled I was with this week, I couldn't get too mad because it was like, I haven't seen a midweek in some time.
It's so long. And honestly, we need it. Like, CBS had us ranked number 1.
Yeah, it was getting nasty.
It was getting nasty. So
y'all was killing. Y'all was showing us too much love in the power rankings.
Yeah, we do. I think that's really what they knew. They like being the underdogs. We
contributed to the cause, though.
Yeah,
we contributed to it.
I have no regrets. I stand by everything I said.
Zero. We are finals contenders. Still.
Wait till my guy come back. But yeah, no, we got a lot to talk about. So we went 1-3 since we last spoke. I had us going 3-1.
Same.
We lost the one that I thought we would lose. We lost one that I thought we had no chance of losing. We still lost it. And then we lost to the better team in the Clippers. The Clippers one don't hurt me as much as the Charlotte one. We're going to talk about all of them.
So I think it's important. I'm ready to start.
Okay.
So I think it's important to start with Charlotte because the Charlotte loss has been on my mind all week.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot lie to you. It has been on my mind all week long.
I still remember Kelly Oubre celebrating as if
cooking us.
He was Pat Bev.
Yes.
He went full Pat Bev like this was the game of his career. And I couldn't even get mad because he was hooping. We could not stop Kelly Oubre Jr.
So this game was humbling for me because it reminded me, and hopefully I thought that it would remind the team that you can't take no nights off.
Yep.
In the NBA. Even the bums are nice.
Yep.
On any given day, so you got to come prepared. Especially, you can't play with your food for the most part.
Yeah.
The Knicks are a better team than Charlotte. We did not show it.
Yeah.
Tuesday night at all.
At all.
We decided to sell. And it was nasty. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all.
Nasty work. Our offense. So I still think Quickly was ready. Let's be clear, but Quickly is not comfortable with the starters, and you can see it. And when it's time to run a play, like when we need offense and we need to get organized, we're not there yet. And it shows you how much we need Jalen Brunson down the stretch. Like there were so many possessions in the fourth quarter where we just winged it. Like it really looked like there was really no plan. Like we don't practice plays in practice. And like we just gave the ball to Julius, who was ice cold, and got out of the way. And I was like, this is just dumb. And we just did that.
It didn't make sense.
This was a nasty loss. I don't even know if it's in the top 5 nasty losses of this season, though. And it was a really nasty loss.
And that's saying something about what we got on our resume.
Yes.
No lie, because I feel like on any regular season, I could see this being a nasty loss for a lot of teams.
Mm-hmm.
But this wasn't top 5.
This was not top 5.
This was not top 5. We've lost so many worse ways than the way we lost to Charlotte. It's just the fact that we on a 9-game winning streak, the high off of beating Boston in double OT, the quickly as him game. Yep. It was just disappointing, and it felt like it set up a precursor for the rest of the week, and that's what made it even more disappointing.
Yes,
like I said when we predicted this, I fully expected us to go 10 in a row and get to double digits, and I said as soon as we get to double digits, I'm playing with house money on the West Coast road trip. And I knew I wanted to win this game because I knew who we was playing the next game, and I knew who we was playing over the weekend. And I was like, we need some good favor going into this game because we could probably get one of them over the weekend, but the next 2 is going to be tough.
Back to back.
Yeah, and we sold. Like, it's not like we were better than this team, and we were beating them soundly. We just decided
to sell. Aggressively, too.
I'm going to put on the table, this was not a great week for your boy Tibbs.
No.
It was not a great week for your boy Tibbs.
You can see how reliant he is in, like, the ability of our players. And, like, whenever he has to coach up a play, like, whenever he has to scheme up, some points, we struggle. We struggle a lot. It's really bad. And honestly, I hope it don't get exposed in the playoffs. I think the all ISO offense works when you have Jalen Brunson, even if you go all ISO with Randall, because they just, they have real good chemistry. But the all ISO offense, when it's bad, it looks bad.
Yep.
And it was bad. Julius was 5 for 17, 16 points. Quickly, my guy, 14 points on 16 shots. It was bad all around. But game high plus minus was actually Obi plus 13, doing him
with 3 points.
3 points and no other stat. Somehow he was team high. It was a nasty game. It was a really nasty game. RJ had 27 on 24 shots. 1 for 7 from 3, plus minus 10 in a game we lost by 7. So, this was a nasty game all around. It wasn't even basketball. Like you said, we just folded. We just absolutely sold.
We were winning the whole game.
And then we
decided to not win.
Not win the game.
It was crazy.
It was really simple.
You got Kelly Oubre with 27.
Yeah.
He had 27 and shot 10 for 17. Mm-hmm. Gordon Hayward, 23, 9, and 8. Gordon
Hayward.
Draymond?
Gordon Hayward, age like 32, right?
Yeah. With a body like age 42.
Really nasty.
That was nasty work. He shouldn't have gave us 23, 9, and 8. 23, 9, and 8. Like almost a triple-double by Gordon Hayward in 2023 is nasty work.
Nasty work. Dennis Smith Jr. was it felt like he was hooping better than his numbers show, but I was very annoyed at his ability to penetrate and get 6 assists. It was frustrating.
Yes.
Terry Rozier.
Any team that's playing Dennis Smith Jr. 24 minutes is not a team you need to be losing to.
Team you need to be losing.
I'm just being honest.
My God.
I was a team that played Dennis Smith Jr. 24 minutes at one point in time, and you should have not lost to us. Just being honest.
If you did, something went wrong. But yeah, no, I don't want to harp on this too much. If you got anything else you want to say on this game, we can. We sold.
We sold.
It's that simple to me, at least.
And it set the bad vibes for the week. Moving on, though.
Do they have Shvee? Oh, shit.
They have your boy Shvee.
I didn't know.
Shvee with the victory on us.
That's
1-0 since the trade.
So tough. But yeah,
1-0 since the trade. Shvee.
Damn.
Let's move on. So we're moving on to Sacramento, a.k.a. Knicks 2020-2023.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another loss. So the loss hurt, Jalen re-injuring hurt way more to me. That hurt. When I saw him get hurt, because in the beginning of the game, it looked like he just didn't have it. I don't know how to explain it better than that. But he looked hurt. Like, he didn't look physically hurt. Like, he wasn't limping. But, like, he just looked a bit off. I don't know how to explain it, but, like, a 89-degree right angle instead of a 90, like, that level of just, And then when he didn't come back in, I was like, oh, man, okay. This is tough.
So this game was pain.
Pain.
Not only because you said Jalen didn't look great, but even while not looking great, 19 points with 6 to 12 shooting.
Yeah.
In 19 minutes. He is him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you guys.
He's very good at sport.
He is him. He is him. And his impact was shown throughout this losing streak. And when he's not on the court.
Especially down the stretch.
So, all right. So I'm gonna say that this Sacramento game was so gross.
Okay.
It was so gross for the simple fact that we refused to play defense in the fourth quarter. It was nuts to me. So now, like the first 3 quarters, it was a good game. I enjoyed it. It was a good game. It was back and forth. I didn't expect us to come in and just smoke Sacramento. Like Sacramento is not that team this year. Like you're not just coming
at home.
You're not just coming into Sacramento and smoking them. Like they got 40 wins for a reason.
Yep.
But I expected us to win this. I said that we would win this game. Mainly because I felt as though Julius Randle and Domantas Sabonis, they got disdain for each other. And
the energy.
I was told that Julius usually cooks Sabonis.
Usually does. This is true.
This is true. He did not cook him this night.
He did not.
He did not.
In fact, in the first quarter, it was the other way.
Yes, it was.
Sabonis could not be stopped.
Was cooking up.
He was incredible.
24, 13, and 10 from Sabonis. What got me mad is this, all right? Once again, your man, Tomas, maniac. I'm sensing the maniac twitch again. Tomas.
Yeah.
So I watched this game.
Okay.
This frustrated me. I'm going to tell you why.
Let's hear it.
So Quentin Grimes, my guy.
San Quentin
Penitentiary was holding in one De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox, bro. At very 8 points. In going into the fourth quarter, that 8 points was courtesy of jail. I watched the jail. I said nothing about the jail.
Made it happen.
I said nothing about the jail that was happening to De'Aaron Fox, bro.
Okay.
I said nothing about it because I saw it, right? I was like, oh, okay, jail is happening. Only person that's killing us is Sabonis. If we could keep it to Sabonis killing us, we good. Nah. What does your man Thibodeau do? He takes him out, right? I'm not going to lie to you. De'Aaron Fox proceeds to get 13 straight points on RJ Barrett and Josh Hart.
Yes. Started hooping.
He started cooking both of them. And I'm not going to lie to you. I've said we've had 4 guards at any given night. You could put out there to stop any premier guard in the NBA. I'm just saying, tonight it was Quentin Grimes' night to stop the premier guard in the NBA.
He just went away from it.
And he just went away from it, and it did not make sense to me.
Very Tibbs-like.
This is very Tibbs-centric.
Yes.
I did not understand why he went away from Quentin Grimes at that moment.
I don't know. So what bothered me, and honestly it still bothers me now, was in the first quarter, I don't know if you watched, but Malik Jeffrey Jordan, Monk, he was cooking up. There was a point where he was doing like step backs.
He was big cooking.
He was big cooking Julius Randle. It was frustrating me because he is Malik Monk. De'Aaron Fox cook you. I'm like, hey, that's De'Aaron Fox. He's an all-star. You know, he's one of them guys. Malik Monk is none of that. Malik Monk don't even start. Malik Monk was just hooping crazy. And that's what was irking me, because superstars going superstar. Like, that don't really bother me when, you know, Jokic do Giannis. Like, that's what they do. That's why they get paid millions and millions of dollars.
Even all-star gonna all-star, bro.
Yeah. Malik Monk is none of that. he was going to work. Like they called ISO for him. They like you know how Kawhi Leonard every time he sees RJ Barrett, he's like, "Oh, this is
God,
2 points
please call the
up.
ISO.
Please call the ISO." That was Malik Monk. I was like, "Come on,
what is happening here?
What is happening?" But yeah, that part of it hurt me. Y'all know I get more hurt by the defense than I do the offense. Offense was not good. We could talk about
the offense was terrible.
Terrible.
Bro.
1
the
for
fact
11.
That we scored No. I need you to understand something. The fact that we scored 117 points and they scored 122 points is strictly off the fact that the defense was worse than the offense. Yeah. The offense was terrible.
Terrible.
Look at Josh Hart. Josh Hart, 9 points. 15 rebounds, 7 assists. Those 15 rebounds, he had 8 offensive rebounds. 8 offensive rebounds. Do you understand what that means? That means we were bricking.
We were bricking so much that a guard was able to get all these long rebounds from these bricks flying off the back iron.
I need you to understand that Josh Hart comes off the bench. I need you to understand that Josh Hart comes off the bench.
At 2. Bro. At shooting guard or
small forward. He is not a big man. He got 15 rebounds, 8 offensive board. That means more than half of his rebounds were not on defense.
That's tough.
That's crazy to me.
That's really, really tough.
That's nasty.
It was disgusting. This was such a bad offensive game, and it was just completely overshadowed by the atrocity that was our defense. And yeah, I can't say anything for Quickly. That's my guy. I rock with you, but 1 for 11.
He bummed
big time. He bummed big time. I got nothing else. I appreciate him for getting involved in other ways. 5 assists.
I give Quickly his credit. He don't let his bumming affect his impact on the game because he was still playing defense.
Yes.
But he was bumming it.
Plus minus +3. So like he wasn't that terrible.
He was playing good defense.
He was bumming it.
He just could not hit a shot.
Him off the hook. And on the other side of the ball, I can't let RJ off the hook either.
Quentin Grimes, 19 points. 19 points. And he took him out the entire 4th quarter.
So what I want us to learn how to do, because we don't know how to do it as a team yet, and I've seen teams figure it out. So the team I'm thinking of is Atlanta, but this was, I want to say, 2013. It was the year they had either 4 or 5 All-Stars. It was like Korver, Al Horford, Jeff Teague, I want to say it was.
You're right.
Mad random, yeah. But
and
we have
Paul
Millsap. Thank you. That would bother me. I feel like Al Horford was on that team. Anyway, what that team did good, and what I think a team like us needs to learn how to do, is when a role player is hot, get that person the ball. Like, even if they aren't your guy, like, you know, you want Jalen, Randall, and RJ taking the shots. I get it. Those are your guys. But Quentin was hot. Let's run him around some screens. Let's like get the ball to the hot guy. And we don't do that ever. Like not even we don't do it enough. We don't do it ever. And you know, I want to see some Quentin heat checks. I want to see like your guys that are playing good, get them going. Let them rock out. The only way we do it is if it's like quickly, if it's somebody that normally has the ball in their hand, that person won't pass. That'll happen.
I'm letting you know you're going to lose a game where Trey Lyles scores 16 points and gets 6 rebounds.
Yes, you will.
Shoots 4 for 7 from the field.
Yep.
You're going to lose a game.
You can't.
Trey Lyles cannot do that, bro. He
cannot let that
That.
happen.
16 points off the bench from Trey Lyles. Trey Lyles?
Can't happen.
Come on, man. That's nasty work.
But yep.
I'm ready to move on from this Kings game. This was depressing.
Easy enough. So next up was LAC. So this is the first of the back-to-back.
This is the game I thought we would lose.
Okay. Yep.
And we did. Because Kawhi is him. Oh, man. I'm not going to lie to y'all.
It came up before the game.
Claude got a lot of slander for being the low management king.
Yeah. Deserved slander, too.
Deserved slander.
Yeah.
But this nigga is him. I'm sorry.
I said this, son. I got mad slander for saying this.
Sorry.
Y'all slandered Max Kellerman for saying this too.
It was nasty. It was easy. He had like the easiest 34 I ever seen.
It's annoying too.
The way he sought out RJ Barrett,
he just
was
seeks
nasty.
out RJ Barrett. He knows the matchup he wants, and he gets it. And they just run high screen for him. We switch.
It was
like,
nasty.
I got him. I got the guy I want guarding me. And there's really nothing we can do in that situation.
Okay.
And then also Paul George was just clamping up, which did not help anything.
All right. So this game was particularly embarrassing because the
what is in his mouth?
Oh my God. Oh man. Like I said, I was particularly mad at this game for the simple fact that we saw Julius Randle and RJ Barrett get clamped like I've never seen before.
Yeah.
Julius Randle 5 for 24.
Nasty.
Julius Randle 5 for 24.
19 points. Tough.
On 24 shots.
Super tough. Super tough.
Rowan Barrett Jr.
Also super tough. Super rare tough. Honestly.
It was nasty. It was nasty.
It's funny using plus minus as a gauge because now that I've looked at it more, it's really just who you were playing against. Like Rowan Barrett Jr. plus minus minus 21. Paul George plus 21. Not a coincidence. Whenever they were on the court together, one of them was clearly better. And that's how it shook out. 11 points on 12 shots from RJ. Quickly did have a good bounce back game. It was good to see. 10 boards, 4 assists, 26 points. We're not a good enough basketball team to win games when our best players shoot that poorly. Full stop. And that's okay. If Brunson was here, maybe we have a chance to sneak a game like this, but our best players just did not play good, and we just aren't there. Before the game, it came up that, or it might have been after the last game, but it showed like Kawhi has like one of the best regular season winning percentages in like the history of the league. He never plays, but when he does play, they win a lot. And I said it after 2019, when the Raptors won the chip, because Kawhi has so many I'm him moments in that playoff series, whether it was the shot versus Philly, he sent Jimmy Butler packing, and then the other I'm him moment was, I don't know if it was game 1 or game 2 or both, but Giannis was cooking. And then they asked him, they said, what are the adjustments going to be?
He said
I'm guarding Giannis.
I'm guarding Giannis for the rest of the series.
And that was the end of Giannis for that series. And when he did that, I was like, okay, he's different at sport. Because he really just said, oh, this is your best player? He's not playing no more. And did it. Took him totally out the series. That was when I knew, like, okay, if this dude is healthy, he's different. He's not like the rest of us mere mortals. It sucks that he's never healthy. And it sucks that we as the Knicks, I think we might be one of the only teams that played him twice this year. Like East Coast teams that he didn't miss either of those games. Because we the Knicks. He won both of them because RJ Barrett is on our team.
He actively seeks out
RJ, if you don't call up Kawhi Leonard in the offseason and try to work out with that man, you are selling.
Because you need to find out why he seeks you out.
He knows something about you that you don't know about you. I ain't gonna hold you. He had 38. How much he had last time? Can we find that quick? Because he cooked them both times. It was a 2 overtime game. It's right here. I'm pulling it up. So 38 this time and 35 last time. He gave RJ 70 points in 2 games. 73 points. Let me not short my guy.
Not God. Don't short him. Don't short him.
Don't show him his 3 points. I love RJ, but I don't know why he cannot guard this man. It's really gross.
That's really crazy.
But yeah, there's really not much of a story. To me, the story was that Kawhi Leonard is better than RJ Barrett. And we just had a really bad offensive game.
Julius meltdown.
Julius meltdown. That was the other thing. Honestly, you talk more about that. So I had real life stuff going on. And I was like cutting in and out of this game because Kawhi Leonard was seeking RJ, but I didn't think it was gonna go good for us because Kawhi Leonard was playing. But what happened with the Julius meltdown? I kind of saw the highlights.
Julius had a meltdown.
Okay.
As you obviously know, he got into it with the refs
and Fournier
and
JB
and everyone on the bench because Julius Randle could not control his temper. And basically, if I remember correctly, it was obviously a foul call that Julius didn't like.
Yes.
And he went to argue with the ref. He got teed up. And they was trying to tell him to calm down. Oh, it was actually a flagrant. And they was trying to, I think he got called for a flagrant. And he got tight. And they trying to calm him down, but Julius is over there tweaking. It's at the end of the third. Everybody's trying to calm him down quick. AKA God's son. You feel me? He had to go over there and like, yo, King, relax.
This is true. We was coming back, right?
Yes, we were in the game.
Calm.
We were in the game still, once again, down by 1.
Mm-hmm.
And Julius could not get it together. He was, they say he was at the end of the bench. He was pouting. I wasn't really paying attention. I'm not even going to lie to you because I just understand that Julius Randle is a moody person.
This is true.
And once he started tweaking, I was like, Julius is out of it. He's not going to be productive for the rest of the night.
He will not be helpful.
He's not going to be productive for the rest of the night. 9 times out of 10, when Julius tweaks like that, he's not productive for the rest of the night. So I was looking for somebody else to be productive, and Quick was actually doing it.
Yeah.
I would say Obi was also playing well.
Yeah.
And, you know, Tibbs is a mop. And he put Julius back in the game, and very predictably, Julius did not play well for the rest of the game because he was in his own head and continued to shoot terrible shots.
Yeah.
Him and one RJ Barrett.
Yes.
Kawhi then proceeded to him the 4th up and consistently score on RJ Barrett.
Very favorable matchup. I am going to take
it was nasty to watch.
Yes.
And we lost. This is our 3rd straight loss. This was cause for concern for me.
Yeah.
Just because we've experienced a 5-game losing streak immediately after an 8-game winning streak. And
also
I was like, are we just the streakiest team ever?
in the sport?
It's because you guys in the media started talking about how
this is true.
We were. About to start the dynasty and all that. And we had to come back down to earth. But the common denominator in all 3 of these games is that we did not have one. Jalen Brunson, he is him. Him is he. Him is he. Him he is. And it showed.
Yes.
I said it in the chat. Emmanuel quickly, he was ready. But he's no Jalen Brunson, man.
Yeah.
Jalen is him.
Teams like this, like LA and Sacramento, really, those are the games where, like, we're not there. Like, with Brunson, we're absolutely there. We can win those games.
Yes.
But without him, we're not there. But we should have beat Charlotte. Like, after the 3-game losing streak, I was more upset about the Charlotte loss. Like, if we would have beat Charlotte and then lost these 2, I'd probably be feeling good right now. But
I would feel great with it too.
We lost all 3 of them. That's when I was like,
this is nasty.
This is nasty. And yeah, I don't got nothing much else. Shout out Kawhi. Good to see Eric Gordon out there playing again. That was a nice sign.
They had that man depressed in Houston.
I got going through it. I got to get to play ball. I had New Orleans as my actual sleeper. Like, they were my sleeper team. And then I just had the Clippers to win it. I'm still of the belief that if Kawhi Leonard is healthy, his team is going to win the title. That's just basketball. Usually the best player on the court wins, and I think Kawhi is the best player on the court. He can't stay healthy, though, so we'll see. But that's a good basketball team. Like, we didn't lose to no slouch. I think we lost to a team that's going to make the second round of the playoffs. So, like, I wasn't that upset. It was a game we could have won. You know, down 1 at the end of the 3rd, you want to try and win that game, but we didn't.
Yeah, I remain of the consistency that Charlotte game ruined the week.
Calm ruined.
It ruined the week. And it made this loss feel much worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, we lost.
And this next game saved the week.
It did.
This is the game that saved us from the skies falling. Because this would have been a much more panicked podcast.
Oh, my God.
if we lost this one game. And we did not. So on Sunday, March 12th, we played the Los Angeles Lakers in LA, second of the back-to-backs. No LeBron, still hurt, but Anthony Davis played. And of course, we got a career game from D'Angelo Russell.
Freaking Curry.
Curry. For no reason. He's just the greatest player ever. I don't know when this happened, but whatever.
It just so happened that every guard on the Lakers decided to cook Quentin Grimes this game.
This is true.
Every single guard on the Lakers decided that Quentin Grimes was food
lick.
this game. Was food. And I could not even believe it.
Dennis Schroeder.
The crazy thing is that
Austin Reeves.
I feel like he was playing phenomenal defense. Everybody was cooking him. No, it was shooting. Like just shooting over him. Like,
shooting over him.
I was like, damn.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you tip your cap, but it's also like, damn.
How many times you gonna let this dude shoot the ball in your face before you adjust? 6 for 11 from 3. That's kind of nuts. That means that man felt comfortable enough to take 11 threes.
You gave that man too much space.
Way too much space. I will give him his flowers. He had a good game. AD didn't look of sorts, and I was loving it. I'm giving Mitchell Robinson all the credit.
Jail. I was just about to say that. that was my take of this game. Is that it's not being talked about enough.
Yeah.
That Anthony Davis was put in jail by Mitchell Robinson. It was jail. I saw jail. I don't know if y'all saw jail, but I saw jail.
I love to see it.
Mitchell, stop it, son.
Yes. Mitchell and honestly our backcourt, they are the reason that I'm confident in us as a playoff team. Because Mitchell did not have a good game. Mitchell had 4, 5, 1 block, and like a ±-15. But because he was able to take their best player and turn him into an average player, or not even an average, a bad player, 17 points on 18 shots.
It was him and Hartenstein.
Yeah, Hart too. I will. Yeah, that is true. I got to give Hart his flowers. Hart was hooping. But yeah, the fact that we play defense and Tibbs teams, they usually burn out, and I'm hoping this one is the exception. But they play hard. They play hard every single night. Most of the mistakes are not due to lack of effort.
Yes.
And I'll take that. We New York, you're gonna work hard, but I love seeing Hart improve. I'm actually glad you said that. He had a really good game. He was okay this week. Like there was no game where I was like Hart was the reason we lost. Really good Deuce game. Great Deuce Hop game. At least for me.
Deuce Hop.
Yeah.
We are here.
He had like 4 steals, 3 steals.
Deuce is giving me
3 steals.
Deuce is giving me if we have to give him spot minutes in the offs, I feel comfortable with 3
super
with
comfortable.
3 Deuce minutes to spell the masses. Because Deuce is fearless, bro. That's why I love Deuce, man. Deuce be trying to dunk on everybody. Every time he try to dunk on somebody, he get put. It's ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie, but I love the effort.
I love that you keep trying.
I love that you keep trying because I know you're gonna catch one.
Yes.
My man just not jumping high enough.
Deuce is in a similar predicament to RJ to me in that we want Deuce to be a catch and shoot. Like we want him to be a 3-and-D guy. It's not a 3-and-D guy. It's not his game. He can play defense, but he should not just stand in the corner and chuck shots. He's a point guard. He wants to do point guard stuff. And we can't put him in that role. That's just not a role that's built for him on this team. However, still good at sport. And he's still, every time he's called to play, same with Sims. It's not effort. Sims is out of place too much. And that's its own problem.
Yes.
But it's not due to lack of effort. And I'll take that. They're competing at a high level. It's a lot of thinking that you got to do. You got to get in the right spot. But Deuce is there. And, his defense, he got, 2 easy buckets off of steals? I know one was literally like a runaway layup.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'll take that. This game was good as an RJ fan. The numbers actually didn't tell a story of the game, to me at least. Especially in the fourth quarter, we were struggling to get buckets. The same thing that happens where like there's no Brunson, so there's no like offensive flow in the fourth. I feel like that kind of happened, and then RJ was just like, but no. And like he just went full ISO, and he was like, we do have a guy for the all ISO offense. It's me. And he had a mismatch, and he went right at it. And I like seeing that. I like seeing him get in the paint. I don't like seeing 1 for 8, but in the fourth quarter, he put his head down. And then the one that he hit was probably the biggest shot of the game.
Yep.
Either that or that Julius one. But I don't know, this game, it wasn't really as much of a celebration as much as it just prevented the sky from falling. Like, I was happy we got the win, but we needed that win. Like, if we didn't get that win, it would have been
pain. Pain it would have been.
But yeah, no, it was a good week. It was not a good week. What am I talking about?
Not a good week.
Bad week. But it was a good week in that, you know, we didn't, the sky didn't fall when Brunson hurt. Brunson got hurt. We need him back. Honestly, this is kind of a good segue to the first topic that I put up. Brunson, so he was in a boot the last game.
Yes.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. They actually called it out on Twitter. They reevaluated him. It was negative, but you know, I'm hoping we could get him back by Friday. I would have liked to have him versus Portland, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Yeah.
Yes. But I don't know. You think we could last? Like, how much longer you think we got without Brunson?
I think that,
like, not his health, just like us playing. Like, do you think we can win games without him going forward?
I think that we can stumble into the playoffs, but
I don't want that.
I am not optimistic about a non-Brunson playoff run.
Oh no. A non-Brunson playoff run is a sweep.
I'm not even optimistic enough
we
about
might get one.
Like non-Brunson March. I don't want that. I want Brunson back, but I know his foot needs to heal.
Yes.
I would say Portland for sure. Set him, give him until Denver. If he's not feeling good about Denver, then the next game, and then see where we are. I would give him another week, honestly.
Okay.
Just because we need him for the stretch run, and at this point, we
jockeying for standings.
We jockeying for standings, but I think his health is
more important
than anything. Honestly,
I'm right with you on that.
Because I've seen Julius Randle without Jalen Brunson, and I don't want that. I just don't.
I don't want that for me. I don't want that for
to a lesser extent. I've seen RJ Barrett without Jalen Brunson, and I don't want that either.
This is true. Also, I don't want RJ with Jalen Brunson. I just want a different RJ. I want year 2 RJ back, please. What was I gonna say? Oh, I put in a group chat and I stand by it. And I think we gotta sit Jalen until he's ready. I hope he's ready by Friday, but if he's not ready Friday, you sit him, because right now we're in 6th. We're tied for 5th. I don't know how Brooklyn has a tiebreak over us. But whatever. We're tied for 5th or 6th, whatever. We got the same record.
I think they got conference record over us.
Whack. This ain't stupid whack stats like that. But anyway, so we're 5th. We are 3 games ahead of Miami, and we're 3 games behind Cleveland. So we're in the 4 to 7 range. I think if the sky really falls, we can fall to 8. I don't see that happen. I don't even see 7 happening really, with the way our schedule is looking. I said it in the group chat. With if we have Jalen Brunson, I like our chances versus Philly. Like, I think we sweep Cleveland. I stand by that. If we have Jalen Brunson and we get Cleveland, I think we sweep them.
Sweep Cleveland.
I think Philly, I give us a good 40-45% chance, because I don't trust James Harden or Doc Rivers in the playoffs. I've not seen enough to trust them. However, without Jalen Brunson, we lose. We lose. If he gets hurt, if he comes back too soon and RG3's himself, we get punched by anyone. We get punched by Cleveland. We get punched by Philly. We get punched by Miami. Like, We are not a good team sans Jalen Brunson. We are barely a playing team with him, without him. With him, I think we can compete for the title. But getting him healthy is the most important thing. I'll even take the 7th seed, and win the play-in and play Boston in the first round with Brunson versus, have him grind it out, finish the season hobbled. We got the 4th seed, and now he's hurt. Yeah, those are my thoughts. What else? What else topics this week? What's been standing out to you, the young Hamilton?
Oh, man. So you guys know it's time for your man Tibbs the Maniacs. Maniacal rotation.
We gotta call him
I gave you guys some reprieve. I sit back and humbled myself during the 9-game winning streak. But I'm back once again.
By popular demand.
By popular need to talk about your man Tibbs and his maniacal rotations. So as I said earlier, this maniac lost us the Sacramento game.
Yeah.
By literally taking out one Quentin Grimes, San Quentin Penitentiary, and letting RJ Barrett and Josh Hart get cooked by De'Aaron Fox in the 4th quarter. It was nasty work.
Just allowed it.
Josh Hart, I will allow to get cooked. He had 15 rebounds. He is affecting the game. But Rowan getting cooked like that, that's just embarrassing. Put Quentin back in the game. Yeah. Quentin Grimes also had 19 points. It made no sense why.
He didn't finish.
He didn't finish the game. But there's only one natural response to that, is that it's just Tibbs.
Tomas.
This is what the maniac.
This is what he does. Yeah.
This is nasty.
I can't even argue with
this. This is disgusting. Next. I'm sorry. I got another one.
Okay.
We got 6 minutes. It's 6 minutes of Julius Randle on the bench in the Clipper game. You are watching.
Things go
left.
Yeah.
You are watching Obi Toppin and Isaiah Hartenstein playing good basketball together. What do you do?
Say enough of that.
Enough of that. I'm going to put a very angry and still not quite settled Julius Randle back in the game for him to fumble the basketball and dribble into the double team. We know when Julius Randle is good. He's at many things in basketball. One thing he is best at is dribbling into the double team.
Elite.
Some people watch Julius Randle, invite the double team to him, and get frustrated. That doesn't frustrate me because that's just Julius Randle. What actually frustrates me is when Julius Randle dribbles into the double team. Because that is a choice.
That is a very voluntary act.
He literally said, I'm walking here. I see this person to the right of me.
Both of y'all.
I'm going to...
I see you. Y'all not slick. I'm going to split this.
Into the double team.
Like, no, you're
While
not.
the other person is waiting to strip the ball from him.
The ball.
It is nasty work.
Yeah.
But these are the decisions of one Tomas Thibodeau.
Yes.
I don't understand it.
I don't want, let's be clear. I want, Tyronn Lue. I want Mike Brown. Yes. I want a great coach. Duh. However,
you know what you have.
I know what I have in Thomas, and they play hard. I will say, whether he's doing something to motivate them, there's not been a loss this season that I've attributed to effort. There's been just idiocracy. There's been absolute selling, just mad selling all year. Missing free throws, fouling people we shouldn't foul, just mad sales. However, Tibbs could really win me over. Like, I could be on Tibbs' team. I could be a Tibbs guy if we just ran some plays. Just run a play in a, crucial situation. Like, I want to see Grimes come off a screen. I want to see Mitch set him the screen, and then when Mitch's guy helps, Mitch cut to the basket. We got a read action with, give me some basketball. I don't like the all ISO offense. in crunch time. It is too easy to stop. You just throw 2 players at the all ISO guy and then you rotate.
Yes.
It's just too easy. We're making it too easy for them. We literally have Quentin Grimes stationary. On the opposite side of the court is either RJ or Quickly stationary. And it's easy to guard people that are stationary. They are standing still. All you got to do is put one person in between them.
Yes.
They aren't going
and
anywhere.
Take 2 steps, and then you're guarding them.
And then you're guarding whichever one the ball goes to.
Yes.
And meanwhile, we're going to take this extra person and we're going to double team.
Yes. Immediately,
right away.
That he has to make quick decisions
he
to
won't
pass
do it.
or shoot.
We've not seen him do it.
We are banking on that his brain is not going to process that information fast enough.
It's a good bet.
It's a great bet.
Plus 350, not minus 350. If y'all bettors out there, take that bet.
I know they got Julius averaging like 3 turnovers a game.
That
means that they are saying 3 times a game, I'm going to try this.
This man is going to sell.
And if it works 2 times, I'm going to try it another 3 times.
Legit.
So,
and they've had great success with it. Amazing success. But that's more what frustrates me than Julius himself. Julius himself frustrates me, let's be clear. But if Tibbs just ran plays and instead of doing, like, Tibbs is setting him up for failure.
Yes.
He shouldn't be in the all ISO spot. No one
should not be getting the ball at the end of the game.
Yes.
These are another thing that I'm talking about. So that was my next one.
Okay.
So
let's hear it.
So Julius Randle with the basketball.
Yes.
At the end of the game, of the Clippers game, was pain. It was pain.
It was just not easy to watch.
It was disgusting to watch because we have seen it all season long. Julius Randle is legit 1 for like 21 in poor decisions with the ball in his hand.
Down the stretch.
He has hit 1 game winner.
This is true.
In like, I'm not going to say 21, but like at least 15 tries with him having the ball.
Yeah.
Like, you got to see those odds in the math and go,
this is not our best bet.
This is not our best bet. Now, man, Emmanuel Quickly had 26 points.
Yeah.
I just think that I'm sorry. I'm in the huddle. Right? Your boy Guru's in the huddle.
Guru in
I'm in the huddle.
Assistant coach Guru.
You know, Julius is looking at me like, yo, coach.
I got this.
Yo, I'm going to look at Julius. I'm going to be like, yo, Ju.
Nah.
I
love you.
I love you, King. But I don't think you got this. Nah, coach, I got this. Nah, bro. You like 1 for 15 in this scenario. Yo, we going to try Quick. Quick got 26, bro.
Legit.
Nah, bro, I got this. Trust me. Just let Quick do it. And if Quick miss, I'll take the heat.
Yeah.
But you 1 for 15, bro. Like, you want to be 1 for 16? Yo, the best player's got to take the shot.
Do not have it going. No.
Nah, we
don't.
don't.
Not the case.
I think we have enough evidence to show that Julius Randle, with the ball in his hand, down 1 or 2.
It's just not a good play.
It's just not a good play.
It's not.
It's not my top 20 plays in the playbook of the New York Knicks.
Yeah.
It's Julius Randle isolation.
Yes.
Down 1 or 2, or even tied.
Yeah. Really.
To be honest.
It's just not.
At any point with the clock running down, I've seen poor decisions made by Julius Randle.
First quarter, I don't mind it. In the first quarter, I'll take it. It's not my favorite play.
No.
But in the first quarter, I've seen Julius cook up. I have. I've not seen that same efficiency in the fourth quarter of close games. I just have not seen it. Maybe one day I will, and I'll feel better about it. But today is not that day.
It's not. It's really not.
I do want to talk a little bit about Quick. So we got both Quicklies this week. If you count the Boston game and the was it Sacramento one when he went 1 for 11. Like,
yep.
We got like polar opposite Quickly games, and that's the beauty of Emmanuel Quickly. So he's going to play hard every single night, and that's really why I like him, because it's never effort. He's going to fight on defense. He's going to trap. He's going to, contest every shot. He's going to do the things that you want him to do. However, he has never seen a shot that he does not like. And when you are cold, you should not like every shot. You should acknowledge that some of these shots probably should be converted into layups. However, they are not.
He has a shooting guard's mindset.
He is a 2. He is a score first. He's a shoot first point guard or a shooting guard, whatever y'all want to call him. I don't mind score. Like Brunson is a shoot first point guard.
Yes.
I just want you to be good at it.
Yes.
Like,
you cannot go 1 for 11.
Yeah, you can't be mid if you're going to be looking to score every time. No, you got to be nice. We are giving you the ball every play, and you are trying to shoot. But, it was a disappointing hot and cold week. I think that it was good for quickly getting time with the start. I think this week forced us to play lineups we don't normally play.
Yeah.
I think we saw, it was Deuce and Josh. I want to say it was Deuce, Josh, RJ, OB, and Hart as the backup team. And that lineup, Miles is a point guard technically, but we have not been playing him as a point guard. And you could see they was figuring it out. Josh Hart was right.
That's the Josh Hart point guard lineup.
Yes. And Josh Hart is also not a point guard. Love him too. But I think the team was able to learn a bit about themselves this week. And I think that will pay off going down the stretch because, we can't just count on Brunson to bail us out of every game. So, players do got to develop their own, bucket getting ability and getting stops ability. But I don't know. Just this week did not feel good. These are games that, we call them calendar losses, maybe. Charlotte was not a calendar loss. Charlotte was a plus. Charlotte should have been a cakewalk, and it was not. But, yeah. This week got me all messed up.
Angry.
Pain.
What is pain?
And I do want to shout out Josh Hart. Very good at sport.
Still him.
Just very good at sport. He had 15 boys as a shooting guard. You gotta be good at sport to do that. Somebody brought it up on Twitter, and I like the idea. I don't know how you measure it, but they were saying how we should have a role player award, like somebody who's really good at doing the stuff that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. And it would just be Josh Hart and Draymond Green fighting for this every year.
Every year.
Just going back
to back.
But I would like that because so much of the things that Josh Hart does, they contribute to winning basketball. In that Lakers game, I want to say RJ took a terrible shot down the stretch.
Terrible.
It was so bad.
Absolutely terrible.
It was terrible.
Saved by the Josh Hart board.
Josh Hart board. I want to say it was 39 seconds on the clock. We're up 4, 24 seconds, a shot clock. All he had to do was hold the ball for 24 seconds.
No, he didn't.
And that would have been a better possession than what he did.
He said, nah, I'm going nut.
He ran and chucked up a shot. And luckily, Josh Hart saved him with a great offensive board down the stretch. And plays like that, good at sport. Those plays win basketball games, and I'm glad he's doing it for us. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Is it time?
We are 10-3 in the Josh Hart era. It is time.
Oh, we are 10-3 in the Josh Hart era. I'll take that. I will take that.
It is time, though.
It is time for the Rowan Report.
The Rowan Report.
For those of you who don't know, my name is Mo Brown, and I am RJ Barrett's #1 fan. I am the #1 fan by virtue of latitude. I am the closest to Canada, so I win. Mm-hmm. I've been RJ's fan for a minute now. I've seen him cook Team USA in the FIBAs, and since that moment, I was like, this kid is it. He's the one. Watched him at Duke. Was real hype. I was actually hype when the Knicks got to pick 3rd that year because I wanted RJ. I did not want the Crip nor did I want the kid who literally burst through his shoes. I didn't want neither of those kids. I was like, they need to stay on the ground. And I was hyped when we got RJ. So I say that to say I'm a really credible messenger when it comes to talking about Rowan Barrett Jr. This week was not his worst week. If I'm looking at the week as a whole, this was not his worst week. So as a team, we lost 3 of the 4 games. That's never what you want. However, the one win was not going to happen without him, especially that fourth quarter. He took the game over. I can't go game by game. The Charlotte game. So was it Charlotte? One of these games was terribly nasty. I want to start by saying that. And I think it was Charlotte, actually, as I'm thinking about it. But yeah, no, over the past 4 games, he led the team in scoring twice. And in the game he didn't lead the team in scoring, he had 30. And of the 30, I think 11 was in the fourth. Like he was hooping. But I'll go game by game. So it wasn't Charlotte. Charlotte was 27 on 24 shots. Charlotte wasn't a terrible game offensively, but letting Kelly Oubre Jr. cook you up is never what you want. I'll go through the box. So 27 on 24 shots, 1 for 7 from 3. That's too many threes taken. I don't even care if you making them. I don't want RJ taking that many threes. 6 for 8 from the free throw line. We'll take that. 6 boards, 4 assists. Wasn't the worst game until the fourth quarter. But I don't know if that's solely on RJ. Just we kind of bummed it as a team down the stretch. We cannot guard the corner 3. I don't know what that's about, but we'll get over that in therapy, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna move along. Next was Sacramento. Was this? So I'm trying to look at the stats while I'm talking, and I cannot get it together. Yeah, it wasn't this game, so it must have been a Clipper game. He got absolutely crushed. So yeah, versus Sacramento.
It was
another okay game. 25 points on 23 shots. This is another game where I didn't feel like RJ was the reason we lost. Plus minus 11. Not doing any favors. 1 for 8 from 3. Still taking too many 3-pointers. Took 10 free throws, only made 6. We got to get that up. Just getting extra, making more free throws is an easy way to add to your points per game. You should not shoot 60% from the free throw line as a guard.
Nasty. As a shooting
as
guard.
A shooting guard. Any guard, really. But you got to do better than that. Full stop. No excuse. Wasn't an entire lick on defense, though. But so teams that don't have good dynamic wings, RJ is great again. Honestly, that's why I'm looking forward to playing Cleveland. Because whenever it's Jason Tatum, whenever it's any wing player that's above average, RJ becomes a turnstile. But yeah, I'll move. So this is where the bum juice really was prevalent. So we was really drinking the bum juice this day. Third game, we played the Clippers. So we talked about it a little, so I won't harp on it. But Kawhi Leonard seeks out RJ Barrett. It's really nasty to have your favorite player just get seeked out consistently. Plus minus 21 in a game we lost by 11. 11, 2, and 1. 11 on 12 shots. So this game was terrible. Not only did he shoot terrible and have a bad offensive game, but Kawhi Leonard literally sought him out whenever the Clippers needed a bucket. It was intentional. It was like, he was literally like, who is RJ guarding? Okay, you set me a pick. They're going to switch. And we switched. And he just went at RJ Barrett with great success. Don't let that happen, RJ. I don't know
that
what
is
else.
a bad idea.
Just don't do that. Yeah, I don't got anything else to say about that. It was a terrible game. That game brought this whole week down. That one game
was tough to watch.
Such a poor performance. It dropped the whole week down. But you did redeem yourself, in my eyes at least, versus LA. You could see he had a mismatch early that he wanted to exploit. He was just taller. Was it Russell? I feel like it was Troy Brown, but I don't know how tall. Oh no, it was Malik Beasley, right? Yeah. So he just realized he was taller than that kid. So he was like, all right, I'm gonna just take this little midi, and he had it. 1 for 8 from 3 is still not what I want. I love that RJ Barrett has never seen a shot he didn't like, but I hate that RJ Barrett has never seen a shot that he didn't like. He takes so many bad threes. Just like, stop it. But because he takes these bad threes, he was able to make that big 3 in the fourth to clinch this game for us. 5 boards, 2 assists. One of them was a dope alley to Obi. Love to see that. RJ did get to run extended minutes with the 2s. I think he thrives in that role. I hope we do a lot of that in the playoffs. He just is really good versus backup wings, and honestly, take advantage. I don't care where the points come. It's the NBA. Everybody can hoop. But I go through the lines. 30 points on 27 shots. It didn't feel like he was shooting that poorly, except from 3. Like, he was 1 for 8 from 3, so that really means he was 11 for 19. He just needs to take a significantly better shot selection when it comes to threes. Plus minus of 0. All of the starters were plus minus, so he was actually the best starter this game. Like I said, 5 boards, 2 assists, only 1 turnover. I'll take that too. Overall, like I said, this wasn't his worst week. I actually think he did get better from last week. It's not saying much, but he is trending in the right direction. If C is an average, I'm gonna go C plus. Could have been a B minus, but Kawhi Leonard is him. So yeah, I'm going C plus for this week.
I'm going C for this week. For one, Rowan Barrett Jr. wasn't the worst week offensively for him, but he was a lit all week on defense. It was nuts to watch from my couch. I could not believe that RJ just decided that he forgot how to play defense. I've attributed it all year to the weight that he gained, the muscle weight, that he's just slower. He looks slower. He looks like he's dragging more. And that weight would be fine if he was in the post, posting up and getting buckets in the post, but that's just not what he's doing.
Correct.
So I think he just needs to shred that again and try to get in some more calisthenics and get stronger like that and something like that.
Lateral quickness.
You know, like, because you being Ak is not doing it, my guy.
Calm. You know who RJ remind me of this year, but like the opposite? He remind me of Evan Fournier. Like, they're both licks on defense, but Evan at least was, knocking down threes. RJ is like going to the basket, and I'll take that. But like, it only is good if you're playing defense. If you're an absolute lick on defense, you're not good enough on offense to make up for it.
This doesn't work at all.
It doesn't work at all.
If you weren't an absolute lick on defense, they would just give you the points. So they would be like, oh,
legit.
This man's going to come back and play mad hard defense on me. I don't think so.
Let him drop.
Yep.
I digress. But yeah, no. C plus for me, C for you. Okay, going into this next week.
Yep.
So we are still, this is the last game of the road trip, right?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, so we got one game.
So it's time for the previews.
Previews.
We're starting with
Portland. In Portland.
Trailblazers, the Damian Lillard Bowl.
At 10 p.m.
10 p.m.
10 p.m.
Knicks West. Yeah,
But
be killing us with these late start times.
How much you think a ticket is to this game?
Oh, man.
In Portland, you got Dame Lillard.
$23.
Superstar.
$23.
Tickets start as low as $12. $12.
So we have 2 70-point scorers in the NBA. Damian Lillard
is one of them.
Donovan Mitchell. They both have tickets that go.
But you can see a 70-point game for $12.
A Chipotle meal. And how am
Poverty.
I supposed to do with this? What am I supposed to do with this information?
Poverty franchises, but I digress. So I'll start off by saying I have us winning this game, with or without Brunson. I'm expecting Brunson to not play, just because I feel like we're gonna wait till the road trip is over.
Yeah.
Even with Brunson not playing, I have us winning this game. Here's why. Damian Lillard has to score a lot of points for this team to win.
Yep.
We have good perimeter defense.
Yep.
He shouldn't get 30. He averages 32. He should not get 30 versus our backcourt. I think they're going to do their job and guard him. And honestly, that's really all that needs to happen. If we can just force a bad shooting game from Damian Lillard, we win.
Yes.
And I think we do. Yeah. That's
literally the formula. It's literally
simple.
The formula.
Just don't let him.
Anthony is good, but he's not that good.
He's not that good.
We got SU alum Jeremy Grant.
Oh yeah,
Jeremy Grant.
He gonna
love
cook
Jeremy.
Us.
He is gonna cook us. He usually does. He'll get like 24. But stop Damian. You get the dub. Damian is gonna pull from 45 feet.
Deep.
Understand that.
We know that. Don't be shocked.
He is capable. He is capable.
Once he crosses the timeline,
yes,
he can hit it. Everything is in play.
With
Guard
the flick
him.
of the wrist.
Switch.
Yes,
Don't
switch immediately.
Don't go under nothing.
Anything. Are you crazy?
Never.
That's such a poor decision.
Anything.
It's actually disrespectful.
Easy enough. But yeah, got us winning this game.
I got us winning this game as
what's
well.
What's the points today? Oh, they didn't put the line out yet.
I got us winning this game as well.
Yeah.
No faith in Damian. Damian, you should have left to Portland because I don't know what you're doing over there.
This is true.
Loyalty though. King.
Loyalty.
Respected.
Loyalty smoking all A cap.
And 60 mil.
$60 million.
I'm not mad, King. I'm not mad.
I'm not mad either. Get your bag. Next up. So we play Portland tomorrow, Tuesday, and our next game not until Saturday. So a lot of time in between. We're coming home from the road trip, and we're going to be playing the Denver Nuggets at home. So this game will be Saturday at 1 p.m. because they hate me. They know I will be busy at that time. So they said, all right, let's put the game on. However, so I'm going to start by saying this one, I don't know. This one is really if Brunson is here. If this is Brunson's first game back, I got us. If he's not playing, I don't have us. I do have Nikola Jokic getting a triple-double. I have him doing whatever he wants. So we can't stop shooting bigs, and he is the premier shooting big.
Yes.
He is the best of the shooting bigs. In the sport. So I don't like our chances versus him. But after him, their lineup is raw, for lack of a better term. And I like my chances versus the rest of those guys. But if we don't have Brunson, I don't know where we get our offense from. So this is a toss-up. I think he's going to play, so I'm taking us to win. But if he doesn't play, I could very easily see us lose.
All right, I'm also taking us to win, but I'm only taking us to win because Joker always beats us, and I feel like we got to play the law of averages here. Because I'm sorry.
I mean, it's fair.
He always beats us.
Bad, too.
Denver has been they've been slipping. They lost to the Spurs. They lost to New Jersey.
Nastier. Nastier.
Yes.
Lost to Chicago.
They got cooked by Chicago.
Those are 3 nasty losses. Let me tell you.
In a row. And as the recipient of also 3 nasty losses, not as nasty as those losses in a row, but
if this was the Upstate Denver Nuggets podcast,
I would be slandering it. We would be livid.
Livid, because Jokic's not even hurt, right?
They was full strength. Playing. He's getting
tough. Super tough.
I think that Denver has a problem with their defense. Hilariously enough, we don't unless we play Kawhi Leonard or someone else that's going to seek out RJ Barrett.
Elite wing, we struggle.
Yes. So I think we win a very close game.
Okay.
I think Julius cooks Michael Porter Jr.
I also think that.
I'm
pretty low on Michael Porter Jr. though.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
I don't believe in him. He's one of those guys that look good on paper, but you don't really, you don't feel it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I digress. I got us winning this game. I just think we're the better team if Brunson is here. And I know that's saying a lot because Denver has. Do they have the best record in the league? I know they have one of. Okay, they have the best record in the league.
The best record.
However, I do believe we're a better basketball team than them. They luck out and they are in the mid-conference where everybody is in the play-in.
And everyone is out of the play-in as well.
It's legit. It's a whole conference that's like 2 games from the play-in. Good and bad.
It's disgusting.
Like, you lose 2, you in the play-in. You win 2, you could be in the play-in. And that's just a nasty way to have a whole conference. But that's what they're doing. Phoenix is 4th. 3 games from the play-in.
Yep.
And then Portland is 13th. 2 games from the play-in. So the whole conference is mid. And Denver is not mid. They're a good basketball team, but I think if everyone's healthy, I like our chance. Yeah. Easy enough. Anything else you want to say about this game?
No, I don't.
Easy enough. Monday, so it's the day we record.
Yep.
So we don't have good luck on those days.
We're like 1 for 39 or something.
We are not good on the day we record. However, we will be playing the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Oh man,
in the Garden.
Ant-Man.
I'm starting to like Ant-Man. I didn't like him at first.
I love Ant-Man.
He's coming around with me. I like the trolls. I love him off court. I love him in the movie with Wancho.
Yeah.
I love him.
He's hilarious.
Movie. But even his game is starting to come around with me. I get why they, was comfortable letting go of D'Angelo.
Good.
Very good at sport.
Good.
He's leading the team in assists with 4.4. And I think that is disgusting.
Yes.
The person leading your team should not.
First of all, the person leading your team in assists should not be your shooting guard. Let's just get that out of the way. Shooting guards are on the court to shoot. Why is your shooting guard leading your team in assists? That's your first problem. They got Michael Conley Jr. now. Yep. He is apparently the Rudy Gobert unlocker.
He's able to get the best out of Rudy
Gobert. So that's why they traded for him. D'Angelo's been balling in LA.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie. This game is hard for me to choose because Ant-Man is good, man. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie, and he also has a personal vendetta against RJ Barrett.
This is true.
And he cooks him.
Do they have, is that do we know why? What that's about?
Remember he called RJ a bum?
I do remember that. But was it he just woke up one morning? Okay, yeah. That's
he just woke up one morning and said RJ's a bum.
He was we want RJ taking the shot.
Because he's a bum.
I was like, oh, all right.
And no one understood why Ant-Man came at RJ that day. And it was nuts.
I guess that's why I didn't like him. I definitely forgot about that until you said that.
Nah, I'm pretty sure that wasn't why. That was why you didn't like him.
Yeah, that sounds like why I wouldn't like him.
Ant-Man? I like Ant-Man, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, telling you, some players I have a lot of respect for. I like his game, man. I think he's really good at sport.
Yeah.
And I think that he's up in Minnesota. So he's just chilling, doing absolutely nothing but focusing on ball. And I feel like somebody this talented doing absolutely nothing but focusing on ball is dangerous.
Yeah. That is dangerous.
That's dangerous to me.
That could go anywhere.
Minnesota's doing him no favors by giving him 2 big men.
Nasty.
But they really need to go get him
really nasty
LaMelo Ball or somebody, to be honest.
Is Karl Anthony Towns out for the season? Isn't he hurt?
Yeah, he has a significant calf strain. I don't know if he's out for the season, but he ain't played in 4 months.
Copy.
And that has been
the downfall of the team, I'm guessing.
Or the upfall because you can't play 2 freaking centers.
This is true.
In Steph Curry's NBA, what are you doing?
It does make it a lot easier.
They thought they was getting Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert still can't guard ones.
Nasty. It's too easy to switch.
Yeah, you paying that man $40 million to get average 10 points a game. Nasty
Super
work.
tough.
So, yeah, I'm going to take us winning.
Yeah, I got us winning,
I'm
too.
going to take us winning. Another close one, though. I think we win it real close. I think their lack of Anthony Edwards being the point guard for this team
For their excess.
fails them. And I think we have four capable guards to keep Anthony Edwards under 27. He's averaging 28 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, in year 3, that's crazy, right? Averaging 28 points a game in year 3. But he's averaging 28 points a game, and just literally send all four of them to guard him, because I don't trust nobody else on their team, literally.
Yeah. I'm literally leaving Rudy Gobert wide open.
Yeah, he can score 30. He can score 30 points before all I care.
He has to be in dunk range. Like if he's in like mid-range range, I'm leaving him wide open.
Yup, you got to shoot that. You got to shoot that, buddy.
You got to make that.
You got to shoot that, buddy.
We're gonna give you that one. But yeah, you hit my point, and that's why I got us winning. This is another team that they need significant production from a guard, and we are built to stop significant production from guards. And I think we are going to do that. And the rest of the game is just heavily in our favor. This is a good team, though. I could see them beating us, but I just think if this is Brunson's second game, he's in rhythm, and we're going to take Anthony Edwards out the game, I like our chances. So, yeah, I got us winning this one. It feels weird having us go 3-0 for the week just because this last week did not go that way. But on paper, we should beat these teams. We should.
We should.
Injury will play into that, but, you know, I like my team. I like my guys. Good at sport.
I feel like we're good enough to beat these teams.
Yeah.
And because we're good enough to beat these teams, we should beat these teams.
Full stop. Honestly. Just that simple. We are better. Win.
This is March.
Yeah.
It's time to put up or shut up, honestly.
Be better.
If we are good at sport, we're going to beat all three of these teams. So that's how I feel this week.
Easy enough. Knicks with clicks.
LOL Knicks.
I actually don't got nothing. Or at least nothing's jumping out at me. I'm trying to think. I'm looking in the bookmarks. Let me see.
You got to check your bookmarks.
Yeah, I really don't know.
I will say that Knicks fans definitely did say the darndest things this week.
Oh, they always do.
We went right back to trade Julius after 3 games. After the 3-game losing streak.
Yep. Cut RJ.
The agendas were back out.
The agendas did return.
They were cooking up.
I couldn't even get mad at them because I knew they was gonna come. Like it was like the first game we lost. Like the game. Granted, that was a terrible loss. Let's be clear. We should not have lost to Charlotte. But we really was riding high, 9-game winning streak. Everybody is, pulling receipts.
Yep.
We talking big smack to Stephen A. And then the first loss, everybody was like, is it time to trade? I'm like, yo, y'all couldn't wait. They really could not wait. But yeah, no. There were some egregious things, but nothing that I felt needed highlight. Like nothing was like, because I'm expecting chaos from Knicks fans. So like, you got to really bring it for me to, point you out at this point. And no one really brought it.
I do have one. I'm looking for it right now.
Easy enough.
Okay. So this is my Knicks for clicks, LOL Knicks. So once again, I'm gonna say, as we are 10-3 in the Josh Hart era. And this quote caused some discourse on the timeline. And it's important that we talk about it specifically because Tuesday's game is the return of one Cam Reddish.
This is true.
And the discourse that was caused on the timeline was that Cam Reddish put on the table that it had nothing to do with basketball. It was all politics, all the favoritism, shit like that. Cam Reddish on his limited role with the Knicks via Bondi, of course. So I'm gonna say this. Cam Reddish, my brother. We know this, King. You didn't have to say it out loud.
You didn't. I wonder if, like, the press be like, how come every time somebody is like Knicks adjacent, we always gotta get they take? Like, we always
nobody asked for the Cam Reddish take, and I love Cam Reddish. I didn't want this to be put out. I didn't want him to have to say this because you knew you gonna put a mic in front of a 23-year-old's face and he's salty. He gonna say this. You knew he was gonna say this, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't even really fault him for this because he's still emotionally tied to wherever he felt he was wrong in the moment. But it's like, damn, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know they're gonna kill you for this, right? Like that's what I wanted to say.
You do know that, right?
I was like, so this sparked some discourse. This was like, yo, Cam Reddish is a bum. Like, what is he doing in Portland? This, that, and the third. And Cam is playing good in Portland. Like he's starting. And I mean that's saying something because even Anthony is playing and Jeremy Grant is playing and they still starting Cam Reddish at the 3.
Mm-hmm.
So he's doing something. That's not saying a lot because Portland is some bums. But yeah, like we didn't need this. We didn't need this. I didn't need this quote. I didn't need y'all trying to put a stain on my admiration for one Cam Reddish.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. And I felt like this was put out in the atmosphere definitely to get Knicks for clicks. Like you wanted this out there before he played Portland, before we played Portland, so that Cam could be sitting there, so that when he tried to dap Tibbs, now everybody looking at him like, yo, he gonna dap Tibbs.
They're trying to push that narrative.
Yeah, that's nasty work, bro.
Yeah,
this was unnecessary in my opinion.
Yes, I can't get mad at Cam for being salty. Because if I'm Cam, I have to think that, you know, if you just played me like how you're playing Josh Hart, you would have got similar. Like Cam in his heart has to feel that way. But I know he feels mad salty that the second he was gone.
Yeah. The very second.
The losing stopped abruptly.
Yes.
There was an abrupt
and that's why we didn't need the Cam Reddish discourse. That's why we didn't need it. Because we like you wanted Knicks fans to dump on Cam Reddish, and that's what I didn't like that. I didn't like that. And Knicks fans, of course, in Knicks Twitter followed accordingly and shit on Cam Reddish. It was nasty.
Yeah. Yeah. Nasty work, but yeah, no, we're gonna get a lot of that. I still love you, Cam.
Me too, King.
Shut up. Shut up.
Respectfully.
Oh man, thank y'all for tuning into it. Oh wait, did you have another one?
Nah, that was it for me.
That was it. Appreciate you. Yes, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Upstate New York Knicks podcast. Again, we are executively produced by Smooth Family ENT.
That's us.
Check us out on Twitter at Smooth Family ENT. Also, be sure to follow this page, like, subscribe everywhere that you get your podcast. Follow us at _Upstate_Knicks on Instagram and Twitter. And also follow us on our personal accounts. You can find me at MoBreezy213. You can find Guru at Frostmon Guru.
That's me.
Yep. Thank y'all for tuning into this week's episode. Stay true, Knicks fans. Playoffs coming up.
Yes, indeed.
We are not a lock for the playoffs, but it's looking really good.
We're not paying $12 a ticket for playoff tickets.
We might be. Oh, if we get Cleveland, I'm going. I'm going up cheap playoff tickets. You mean to say I can have? Because in the Garden, I already know that's $200. That's $200.
Easily.
If I want to see the court.
For the bleeds.
Yeah. Like if I'm trying to see the court, that's $200. But you telling me that same $200 in Cleveland, I get to slap hands with Myles Garrett? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I need that.
I need that. I'm driving west.
Yeah.
But nope. We got 2 weeks of the playoffs? 3 weeks? April 9th?
Got about 4 weeks still.
About 4 weeks? Okay. About 4 weeks of the playoffs, so let's finish this out strong.
We got about 12 games left.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yep. So, yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. Again, remember, they could take you out the city, but the Garden
is forever.
The Garden is in your heart forever.
And never. Thank you, guys.